our verse pattern. I'll pop it up on the screen for you to see. Now, it's a lot more basic than the first part, but there is a very tricky move up the fretboard to the 10th fret. Alright, so you're going to have to be quite swift with that, but I'll walk you through it. So let's have a look at the shapes that we'll be moving and the picking patterns as well. Okay, so we're going to be using the C shape that we built quite a lot of the last part from, which was starting from the 5th string, where we're playing the 3rd fret with our index finger. Then on the 4th string, where we're playing the 5th fret with our 3rd finger. Open 3rd string underneath. Then pinky is going to be playing the 5th fret on the 2nd string. And then it's going to be open 1st string at the bottom. Okay, our pattern is going to be our 5 and 2, strings 5 and 2, which is thumb and 3rd played together. Then 5, 1, that's thumb followed by 3rd again. So it's 5 and 2 together, 5 and 1, then 5 and 3, then 5 and 4. Okay, so 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 4. Now we're going to play that pattern 3 times, okay, just 3 times. So we're going to go like this. On the last time, we're going to miss out the very last pluck of the string, and that's going to be made by the index finger. So we're not going to be playing the 4th string on the last time, so we just play this. Okay, so that's going to give us that sound. Now that's going to give us time to slide all the way up here to the 10th fret using exactly the same shape. Okay, so see this shape that we have here, the distance between all the notes here, this is going to be kept the same, and we're going to move up to the 10th fret. Now this 10th fret is going to be denoted by our index finger here, okay? Now if any of you guys have got like sort of a guitar like mine, some of them don't have these, but most of them do, is they have a little marker, the double dot marker. It's usually the 12th fret, but because we've got the capital one, we're going to think of it as the 10th fret. Okay, so we're moving from here, 3rd fret, up to here. Okay, so it's the same shape, exactly the same shape. You just have to keep the distance the same. Our picking pattern is going to be the same as the one we just finished on, which is 5 and 2 together, then 5 and 1, 5 and 3, then 5 on its own. Okay, so it's 5, 2, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5. Then we're going to go back here once again. We're going to go to the, what would be the 5th fret. Okay, once again denoted by our 1st finger here, our index finger there. And we're going to play the same pattern as we just did up at the 10th fret. So that's going to be, which is 5 and 2 together, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5. Okay, so that's our first part of our verse. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll play it through now so we can hear it all, and then we'll look at the second part of it. Alright, so that's how our first part goes. Our second part, you would just repeat that again, just exactly the same thing, but when we get to the end, what we would do is we would play this C chord again. We would play it twice. We would go. Okay, but then when we get to playing it a 3rd time, what we would do is we would change it. We would go. Okay, just play that much of it. So that's 5 and 2, 5, 1, 5, 3. Okay. Then a quick change back to this chord here at the 2nd fret. Okay, this is one that we played before just at the end of the intro, which is 1st finger at the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and our pinky sitting down at the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move back really quickly, so we're going to get like that. So what had happened was 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Our 4th beat is going to be moved back onto that chord. Okay, so we go and add in our normal pattern at the end, okay, which is 5 and 2, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5, 4. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll play through all of the second part for you, and I'll play that little ending to the verse as well. so you can hear how it all sounds. Alright? Okay, so structure wise for the song we've done the intro and the verse. Okay, now once you've done the verse you would go back to that intro section with the ooze again. Then once you've done that you're on to what we're doing now, which is the chorus. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll pop up the tab for this. It's really simple. You probably not need the tab for this because it's really easy, but I'll just pop up for you so you can see. So we've got a C chord. Okay, now this is the C chord he's been playing through, which is kind of like, it's almost like a C7 sort of shape we've been playing. I'll show you. Then we're playing a G, an A minor and an E. And then once we've done that, we change to some pretty cool moving chords along the neck, sort of D over F sharp, G, A minor, then we're doing our G over B sort of chord, and then into our C again. Okay, so let's have a look through these chords now. So the start of our chorus, somebody call out to your brother, that bit. Okay, apologies for the awful singing, but that'll get you knowing which part you're on. Okay, so we get to this chord here, which is our C chord. Okay, first finger is going to be sitting on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Our 3rd finger is on the 5th fret of the 4th string. Then it's an open 3rd string. Then pinky is on the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and then we're on an open high E there on that's the 1st string there. Okay, now picking wise, what we're going to do is we're going to take thumb, index, middle and 3rd, and we're going to be placing them in a row like this. Starting with our thumb, we're going to place that in the 5th string, index underneath that, middle directly underneath that, and then 3rd finger underneath that. And we're going to pluck the chord like this. Okay, so we do that, so it'd be okay, it'd be melody, and then we go up to G chord. Now the G chord's really easy because all we need to do is really use one finger. So we're going to take the 3rd finger here, pop it on the 6th string at the 3rd fret, and we're going to pluck a G chord like this. The thumb's going to pluck up here on the 6th string here. Okay, but along with that we're going to pluck the 4th, 3rd and 2nd string with our index, middle and 3rd. So we should get this. Okay, then we change down to A minor. Now A minor is a very, very basic shape for those of you who don't know it. Your 1st finger would be at the 1st fret on the 2nd string. Your 3rd finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and your middle finger is going to be on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And what we're going to do is we're going to play our thumb from the 5th string here, and then all our fingers in a row underneath. So the thumb's going to be on 5, index on 4, middle on 3, 3rd on 2. Okay, and then once we've done that, we've got to an E minor, which is just moving this shape up a string, so you climb up and then lift off this index finger. And what you're going to do is going to strum down that chord like that. Okay, so if I played that through for you, you would start with a C chord, and you would hold that, then you would change to a G, then an A minor, then an E, okay, and you hear the strum on the E, okay, and then you would hold to that, you go back to the G, back to A minor and the E. Once we reach that section, what we'd have to do is we'd change to these sort of moving chords up the neck. These moving chords are really quite nice. All we need to do is play like 2 finger chords basically. They're really just 2 fingers, so they're quite simple. We're going to take our middle finger here and we're going to pop it on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, and we're going to take our 3rd finger and we're going to pop that on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. Okay, and then we're going to pluck 6 with the thumb, 4 with the index and 3 with the middle, and that'll give us this sound. Okay, So that's like a D over F sharp chord. And what we're going to do from there is we're going to move along to a G shape. Okay, this is in this sort of movement here. So we're going to go like this. We're going to shift it along 2 frets, 1, 2, and then lift off the middle and go back a fret on the 6th string, so you end up here at the 3rd. So it's 3rd on the 6th string, 4th on the 3rd string, and you're going to pluck the same strings again. Okay, then you're going to move it along 1 fret and pop your middle finger in front of your 1st finger at the 5th fret. So 5th fret on 6th string, 5th fret on 3rd string, and you're going to pluck the same strings again. Okay, so if we go through those again, we're going D over F sharp, then G, which is just this, then A minor, then we're going to go down a string after that. We're going to go to this sort of G over B chord that we've been playing. Okay, so that is 2nd fret on the 5th string with the index finger, and the 3rd finger is going to sit at the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And what we're going to do is we're going to pluck thumb is going to be 5, index 4, middle 3, 3rd on 2. Okay, and then we'll go along to this C chord that we played at the very start. Okay, so we played this all the way through for you, just all the way through the chorus now. We'll have a little look at it and you can see if you get the gist of it. So we're going to go from a C. Okay, and you would hold on, and then you would play G, A, E, and then you're going to play D over F sharp, which is that, then the G moved along, A minor, G over B, then C, like that. Okay, so I do apologise for the awful singing of this, but hopefully it kind of helps you out and understand where you are. So that's our chorus. Now the next part that we do is sort of repeated as well. It's repeated throughout the song, but we're going to call it the post-chorus, the next part, just so we can differentiate between the 2 sections. Okay, so let's have a little look at this post-chorus now.